We have a very special new member of our family that I would love for you guys to meet. This is my beautiful son. His name is Case, and I'm absolutely in love with him. And today we're gonna go through his birth story and how he came into this world. This whole story, to make sense, we're gonna throw it back to when I was 39 weeks and 2 days pregnant, which was February 24th. That day, I was a centimeter dilated, and I did get the membrane sweep. And I would say that night, I started losing my mucus plug, which may be TMI. And that lasted for a full 2 days, like constantly losing my mucus plug, but I wasn't really having any contractions, no like real signs of labor. Not gonna lie, I was very disappointed. I was like, great, this like didn't work. I'm gonna be like 41 weeks pregnant and I'm like never gonna have this baby, and I was just like totally in my head. Then Thursday night I started having some cramps. That's what I was calling them. They definitely were contractions. I just didn't know if they were or not. I started timing them throughout the night and they just like weren't super consistent. They were like 5 minutes apart, then 8 minutes apart, then 15 minutes apart. Like it was just all over the place. I did call my provider the next morning just because every time I was having those like cramps or contractions, I was bleeding a little bit. So they wanted me to get checked out. So I went into like the OB triage Friday morning. They checked me. I was still a centimeter dilated, and they said that I was most likely in early labor. So they sent me home. They told me to get some rest and just like see how the night went. I actually ended up going away for the whole entire day, so I thought maybe it was just like practice contractions or like maybe like really crazy Braxton Hicks that I like wasn't used to. And I ended up waking up in the middle of the night on Friday, like 12:45 a.m. So I guess technically Saturday. A very painful contraction that woke me up out of my sleep. And again, I feel like they were following the same pattern from the night before. They were definitely more intense and longer, but they were very sporadic. Like again, like 8 minutes apart, 10 minutes apart, 5 minutes apart. Like it was all over the place. It was very hard to sleep. Like I don't even think I slept anything that night. And then all throughout Saturday, again, the contractions were just super intense. I was like kind of contemplating, like, is this labor? Is it not? I have no idea. Everybody kept telling me when you're in labor, you'll know. And I always said, like, I don't think I'm gonna know. And genuinely, I did not know. Like, I feel like I was constantly questioning myself. One thing that I was looking out for though was the 5-1-1 rule. It's what my provider told me. You should go into triage if your contractions are 5 minutes apart for a minute long for an hour. And around 7 p.m. Friday night, my contractions definitely were in that 5-1-1 rule. I honestly feel like I did not have the best experience when I went to triage the second time. By the time I got there, it was like 8 p.m. I still had not slept. I was having contractions all day and they were like increasingly more painful. So I was just like totally out of it. When I got there, the doctor that I saw did another cervical check and she told me that I was only a centimeter dilated. And honestly, at this point, I'm not gonna lie, I did start crying. I was so upset because I was just like, how am I having like contractions in the 5-1-1 rule? How am I having this much pain? And like, how am I been doing this for over 24 hours and it literally means nothing? The doctor that I saw was not the nicest. She told me that I would know that I was in labor because I would be crying so bad that I wanted the epidural rather than crying because I was frustrated and in pain. So that's a frame of reference I was sent home with to come back when my pain was crying out for an epidural. So when I got home, I did all the things they told me to do. They told me to get in like a warm bath, take some Tylenol PM, try to sleep, try to relax. Obviously none of that worked. I felt like the second that I left the hospital, my contractions got like way more close and way more intense. And then finally at 2 a.m., I literally was laying in bed and I felt a giant pop. Literally jumped up out of bed. I know it sounds disgusting, but I put my hand like under my legs to see if any